Good afternoon and welcome to your, what is it today, Monday Mobility. Today's session is a supple spine standing session. So I'm here in the park, it's quite pleasant, it's going to get cold later this week, but today it is fine. So I'm going to be doing some very basic exercises for your spine. So if you've got a stiff, tight spine, good afternoon, how lovely to see you. If you've got a stiff, tight spine, then this workout is ideal for you. Quite basic, just some little exercises to get each part of your spine moving a little bit more supple. Good afternoon. Hello. All right, let me get on with it then. So, as always, if anything hurts, don't do it. If you've got a bit of a bad back, this will be nice for you, but if anything is painful and hurts, please just don't do it. Listen to your body and don't do things that are not good for you. So let's start off with our lovely Pilates posture. Your feet are hip distance apart and they're facing forwards. Your knees are a little bit soft, so they're not locked nice and straight, they're a little bit soft. I'm going to focus on the pelvis in a minute. You've got your string pulling your head up towards the ceiling. You're standing up nice and tall. I've got the tree going out on the top of my head. And land for your string is pulling your head up towards the ceiling. Your shoulders are rolled back. And your shoulder blades are sliding down the back of your ribs. I'm going to get hot now, so I'm going to take this off. I think it's a bit too chilly. Take it off. So, your ribs are focused down. Of course, pelvic floor is lifted up nice and tight. Remember, you're trying to stop yourself having a wee, so tighten it up a little bit, and your tummy is squeezed in nice and tight. You're pulling your belly button in towards your spine. You're engaging those core muscles a little bit, not sucking it in too much, but just a little bit. And you're breathing nice and deeply. So we will start at the bottom of the spine and work our way up. So if you've noticed, I've been focusing on mobility. I started at the bottom over the last few weeks. I started with the feet and ankles. I moved up to the knees. Last week and the week before I did the hips. So today I'm working about the spine, and then after I finish the spine, I will be doing shoulders, which I know lots of people have got issues with. So let me crack on with it. So we're going to be doing our pelvic tilt. So you've got your point A where you're tilting forward, and you've got your point C where you're tilting back. So A to C, so you're tilting forwards and back. So when you're doing Pilates, we want the neutral spine position, which is the point in the middle, point B. So for the moment, we're going to be tilting forwards and tilting backwards. Tilting forwards and tilting backwards. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining me. So you're thinking about the tummy squeezing, and we're trying to lengthen the spine as you tilt your pelvis backwards, and your feet shortening as you tilt forwards. Now, if you've got a very tight lower back, this will be a bit achy when you lengthen your spine. So bear with it. If it's painful, then stop. But if it's just a little bit achy and a bit strange because you're not used to stretching this muscle, that's fine. Stick with it. So we're going to be moving the pelvis in 3 different planes. So we're going forwards and backwards. You can exaggerate the movement as much as you want to. Tilt it forwards and backwards as much as you want to. You can make it quite small as long as you feel that your pelvis is tilting forwards and backwards. It's like a bowl of soup. Soup's tilting forwards, out the front, soup's tilting back, out the back. So that's forwards and backwards. You should feel it to start warming up the lower part of your spine, the upper spine. So then we will do side to side. So I'm just going to hitch the hip up. So you can just lift a heel up and hitch the hip up. Slowly side to side with the pelvis. Feel the spine moving. Side to side, tailbone. Spine moving side to side, opposite. That's really for technical terms, actually, not very well. So we're going to do circles, so rotation of movement, arms being circled. So again, this you feel the lower part of your spine, you feel very stiff there. So just do what's comfortable for you. Always make them smaller. So whatever with Pilates, whatever movement you're doing is great. It doesn't have to be as big as I'm doing. You can always modify it, make it smaller and gentler if the big movements are not great for you. And then we're going to go back the other way in a circle. So whatever's comfortable for you, just try to warm up at the moment the lower part of your spine by moving your pelvis. Lovely. Just going to do all of those again. So we're going to do the tilting forwards and backwards. Tilting forward and backwards. So you can really exaggerate it. So I can feel a big stretch if I do that one, because my back is quite arched. So when you tilt it that way, it's quite a stretch. So it depends on your posture of your spine, how you will feel it. Again, smaller if you want to, just tiny little movements is better than nothing at all. Side to side, so pitch up hip, so your pelvis is moving side to side. Lovely, so you haven't forgotten that you are breathing, of course you are squeezing your tummy, you're lifting up your foot and you're breathing, so don't forget to breathe, don't hold your breath, whatever you do. Okay, then we're going to do circles, so tiny little circles or bigger if it is comfortable for you. So it's like you're hula hooping. I'm not going to hula hoop, but I can do it without the hoop. So circles in one direction and then circles back the other way. And then I'm just going to sway from side to side, just really releasing it a little bit. Okay, just a little bit more. Focusing on the lower spine, we're just going to lift up the leg and lift up the little knee fold. So if you can see from the side, your pelvis is going to tilt a little bit when you lift up. So you could exaggerate that if you want to, so that your pelvis is tilting a little bit more than usual. Normally we stand up nice and tall and try not to move the pelvis too much. But for today, you can tilt forwards a little bit so your pelvis is tilting back. So a little bit more movement in the pelvis there, but still nice and gentle. Lovely. So then we're just going to take it out to the side. So again, we're still focusing on moving the pelvis, getting a little bit of mobility. And then on the spine, side to side. And then very small ones. I'm going to take the leg back behind, just to squeeze the tummy. Just a little one going backwards. So you're going to tilt your pelvis a little bit. Feel your tummy tightening up, glutes nice and tight. Mostly we're focusing on getting a little bit moving in the spine, so again we can exaggerate that movement a little bit more with the pelvis. I'm going to do too many of those today. So keep it nice and basic. And just one more, just going to do some squats. So imagine you've got a stool behind you and you're just sitting back into the stool. Again, make this smaller if you need to. Any problems with knees, you can always make them nice and small. But just focusing on getting a little bit of movement here. I'm going to feel a little bit of a stretch again, going along the spine. And then we're going to move up. Lovely. So that's nice and gentle. Okay, we're going to do a nice gentle twist. So coming to the middle of your spine, I'm going to have my feet turned out a little bit, so the heels are in and the toes are turned out. Squeeze the tummy and lift up the pelvic floor. So just some gentle twists to start with. I'm going to keep the arms down and then gradually we'll make them bigger and add in the arms. So again, with the back problems, be careful, don't push it too far. If you happen to have osteoporosis, be very careful, just do very small movements and take it as gently as you need to. If your back's fine, you can twist a little bit more. Listen to your body and do what's comfortable for you. So that's quite a nice gentle one. We will make it big in a minute. So then I'm going to do a gentle side bend. So bend the knees a little bit and just a gentle slide down the side. So we're again moving the spine, the middle of the spine in different directions to get it nice and mobile. Wonderful. So when we've got our arms down, it's not too strenuous. When we add in the arms, it will make it harder. So let's save that. We'll do it in a minute. Okay, so let's just do that again. So we're going to do the little twists. You can look behind you to make it a bit bigger. Do tighten up the tummy and lift up the pelvic floor. Gentle as you need to. So we're going to do those. And then we'll go back to the side bend. So again, nicer if your knees are bent. Keep the pelvis still, so it's the middle bit of your spine that's moving. It's sliding down the side. Of course, if we added weights to this, you'd be working your core muscles quite hard as well. But today, just focusing on mobility of the spine. Lovely. Okay, Okay, so let's make those movements a little bit bigger. So with the twist, we're going to add in an arm. So I'm going to twist with adding in the arm. Now you could do this with your heels together and your toes out. Tighten up the inner thighs, tighten up the pelvic floor muscle, try to keep your pelvis nice and still. Don't forget to squeeze your tummy in. Shoulders are relaxed. I'm not really focusing today on shoulders, that will come. So lots of problems with shoulders for everybody. That will come probably next week or the week after. We'll focus on that. So for now, just think about relaxing the shoulders down. So that's a little bit bigger twist. And then again, we'll do a bigger side bend. I prefer it with the feet out. So my feet are turned out, but the heels are up, knees are bent. So we're going to make it a little bit bigger. So we go over. So that will make it a little bit bigger. Thinking about your tummy, thinking about your breathing. Just thinking about getting a little bit of mobility in the spine. Obviously stop and have a rest if you need to. Make it smaller if you need to. If you've got any shoulder injuries and it's a problem to lift your arm up, of course do it with the arms down, not a problem at all. So you could do it just like this, a little bit bigger than we did before, and still keep the arms down for shoulder problems. So, one of these, and then we will go back to the spine twist. So I'm going to make these a little bit bigger again. This time I'm going to have both arms together. So we're going to twist. So if you can keep your pelvis nice and still, you're going to get more of a twist in your spine. If your pelvis moves a little bit, don't worry too much about it. Whatever is comfortable for you. Try not to tense the shoulders up. When you're holding your arms up, it's very, very easy for the shoulders to tense up. So try to feel them relaxing down away from your ears. And tense up. Lovely. And we're going to do a bigger side bend again. So all the way over, a little bit bigger, if that is comfortable for you. Lovely. Release your tummy, lift the pelvic floor, and you're breathing nice and deeply. Beautiful. Alright, let's do my favourite is the swoop. So, you're going to swing your arms forwards, you're going to swing your arms round the back, and then you're going to arch it. So we're moving up a little bit to the spine, round to the spine, up the chest. Again, with shoulder injuries, this might not be brilliantly comfortable. Keep the arms down. If it's a problem with your shoulder, you can still do the movement with the spine, but don't incorporate the arms as high. You can still do it. You're alright. Thinking about the tummy, really feel the spine up and curving at the back of the neck and arching as you open up the chest. Again, any problems, any issues, if it's painful, that's really, really nice. Okay, we're going to carry all over. We're going to carry on up the spine. I'm going to start with the neck. So let's just drop the chin down to the chest, and then if it is comfortable, you're going to lift it up. If it's horrible, doesn't feel good, don't do it. If it makes you dizzy, please don't do it. So just dropping the chin down to the chest, and then looking up to the ceiling if it's comfortable. You can open your mouth if that makes it more comfortable. Oh, my neck is very, very crunchy. Okay. Lovely. I'm just going to carry on doing that neck. So we're going to look to the side, nice and gently, as small as you like and as slow as you like. Always do it slower if you need to. Side to side. One of those. And then again, in the other direction, the other plane, ear to shoulder. So we're just getting a little bit of mobility at the top of the spine now. Okay. I'm going to do a little back extension. So I'm just going to add in one arm to start with. So I'm going to lift up one arm. If it's comfortable, lift up. If it's not comfortable for you, back with your arm, turn to the other arm, so anyone with a problem with dizziness, don't do this, probably not for you. No problem looking up and then go for it. So it's a little bit of back extension. Do make sure the tummy is tight. We'll just do a few with both arms, a little bit stronger. Back a little bit. Roll the shoulders. I'm going to finish off with some half roll downs and a bit of a cat, stand up cat. So you're going to drop the chin down the chest, bend your knees, you can have your hands on your thighs, curling the spine down, so you're dropping the chin into the chest, and you're going to curl the spine down, keep one vertebra at a time going down. And I'm going to stop at this point, and then look in front of you, open up the chest and feel your back stretching. So you can see the bottom sticking out, and then tuck the bottom under, round the back, tuck the chin into the chest, and come up nice and slowly. So if that is comfortable for you, it's like half a roll down, curling the spine down, one vertebra at a time, moving to the legs. Open up the chest in front of you, stick the bottom out, so it's like a mini cat stretch. So then arching to the cat stretch. Again, tuck the chest, squeeze the tummy in. That's good because you don't have to go down to the floor to do a full cat stretch. Open up the chest, stick the bottom out to feel that arching your back, and then arching the other way, tucking it to the back. Back up. Just for anyone that wants to, not for those of you that are dizzy. Tuck the shins and just curl them to go all the way down. If it's comfortable, keep the knees a little bit bent and then it'll be much easier. All the way down. Nice deep breath there, and then come back up. So you're thinking about the spine curling up, one vertebra at a time. So top and roll the shoulders, and you can always add in a little bit of extension. We'll do that again. Chin to the chest, curling the spine down, one vertebra at a time. Ease it all. If your legs are straight, it'll be much more to stretch down your legs. Coming back up nice and slowly. You should feel a stretch here. Nice and slowly. Roll the shoulders into a little back extension. Just do one more of those. Tuck the chin to the chest, squeeze the tummy in. Curling down. Just finish off back to the pelvis again, so let's just sway. So we've moved each part of the spine in all different directions that it can move, twisted, we've rotated it with gone up and down, forwards, back, side to side, and in a circle. Let's just do the circles again with the pelvis. So hopefully that's released your back a little bit, not as stiff as you were before. Back the other way. Giving you a little bit of a spring in your step. So I will be back on Friday, not here Wednesday this week because I'm at my mum's. I'll be back on Friday and I will do a nice gentle seated spine session. So that will be, again, similar things, but sitting down in the chair. And in a circle. The other way. Thank you so much for joining me. Lovely to see you. I will see you soon. Enjoy your evening. Thank you. Bye bye.